Pat Lanny from NJ.com here with my old mentee, Joe Malfa, St. Joe's class of 2016. Wow, time flies. Just a thrilling game here in Montvale. The Green Knights unfortunately came up short 21-10 against St. John's College High School from DC, a nationally ranked team. We're just going to talk about some takeaways real quick here. Joe, why don't you start us off? What did you see?
I'll start off with one negative takeaway. You can't only score in the first quarter and expect to win games. Last week, it ended up working out. They scored 17 points in the first quarter against Sarah. They won 17-7. Today, they scored 10 points here. Didn't hold up. They ended up losing the game 21-10. If you're going to win football games, you got to score in all four quarters. You can't just leave it in the first.
No doubt. And I think another thing, miscues, whether it's offensive, defensive, or special teams, they're always going to come back and haunt you. St. Joe's had a couple special teams mishaps today. They had a blocked field goal and a blocked punt. You look at the scoreboard, that 3 points, there's kind of a momentum swing there, and just you can't win games when you make mistakes. But, you know, there's a lot of good takeaways from this game too. I mean, this St. John's College team is ranked 24 in the country. You know, have a bevy of Division I players. So if you're Augie Hoffman and the Green Knights, what can you positive?
The positive takeaway here is, like you said, they're ranked 24th. They have all the D1 talent, and you hung in with them 21-10. You didn't come away with the W, but it's a building block. It's week 2. You got another 10 games to go. You got Bergen on the schedule, Bosco on the schedule. It sets you up for those games where you're battle tested now. You get the loss out of the way. Bosco took their lumps last week, got shut out. So it's just going to serve as a building block going forward for this team. And as we saw a couple years ago with the loss to St. Edwards, they just build on the loss. And so there are a lot of times where you could end up taking positives from a loss, taking the negatives, sort it out, fix what you need to fix, and go from there.
Absolutely. And one thing they can build on is that defense again. You saw it last week out in California. They held a super fast-paced Sarah Gardena team to 7 points, and that was a huge game for them. Even here, you know, they gave up 21, but they pitched a shutout in the first half, and it was a couple big plays and a couple breakdowns that ultimately broke them. So, you know, you're going to head into the gauntlet of North Jersey teams coming up, and you know, you got Louis Asus, Dorian Hardy's playing great, Mark Doran, defensive end, has just been sensational so far. So if you're the Green Knights, lean on that defense, and we'll see you next week for Del Barton. Thanks for following, guys.